Once upon a time, there was a family that did everything together. They were the Browns, Martin and Susan, and their son Danny. As a young child, Danny was not the easiest to deal with. He would often throw tantrums and make life difficult for his parents. However, as he grew older, Danny began to mature, and by the time he was 20, he had become a responsible and thoughtful young man. As a family, the Browns spent a lot of time working together in their garden. They loved the outdoors and took pride in maintaining their home's exterior. With a great big lawn, beautiful flowers, and a vegetable patch, there was always something to do. Danny loved working with his parents, and he learned a lot from them. Martin taught him about gardening, and together they would prune trees, mow the lawn, and weed the flower beds. Susan helped Danny plant seeds and showed him how to care for various plants. The family also spent a lot of time in their greenhouse, where they grew various plants. They had everything from herbs and vegetables to exotic flowers. The greenhouse was a haven for them, even on rainy days, as they could still enjoy the warmth and greenery inside. Together, the Browns had a knack for fixing things around the house. They enjoyed working on their old motorcycle and car, learning how to repair and maintain them as a team. Danny was particularly interested in these projects and would often take the lead. It was a great bonding experience for the family. The Browns were a very close family, sharing both laughter and tears. They would gather around the kitchen table for dinner each night, sharing stories about their day and discussing future plans. This ritual kept them connected and allowed them to grow closer. As Danny continued to grow and mature, he began to take on more responsibility. He would take care of household chores when his parents were busy and even started to help his neighbors with various tasks. This newfound responsibility made Danny feel proud and boosted his confidence. On weekends, the family would often pack a lunch and spend the day at a nearby park or nature reserve. They would hike, picnic, and explore the beauty of their surroundings, marveling at the wonders of nature. These outings were treasured memories, and the family grew even closer. Over the years, the Brown family faced their share of challenges. Whenever they encountered difficulties, they would come together as a team to tackle the problem. Whether it was a financial setback or a health issue, they knew they could always rely on each other for support. Danny eventually decided to pursue a career in horticulture, inspired by his love for plants and his experience working in the family greenhouse. He went on to study at a prestigious university, and in due course he earned his degree and began working in his chosen field. Despite the demands of his career, Danny always made it a point to spend time with his family. As Danny's success grew, he decided to buy a larger property with enough space to create an extensive garden. In his new home, Danny created a beautiful landscape filled with plants, flowers, and trees, influenced by the lessons he had learned from his parents during his childhood. Danny's parents were incredibly proud of their son's accomplishments, and they loved visiting his new home to help with the garden. Often, when they arrived, they would find Danny already hard at work, just as they had been during his youth. The sight of their son happily tending to his garden brought them immense joy. In time, Danny met a lovely woman named Sarah, who shared his love for the outdoors and gardening. As their relationship grew stronger, Danny introduced Sarah to his parents. Martin and Susan were thrilled to see their son happy and welcomed Sarah into the family with open arms. Before long, Danny and Sarah decided to get married, and the Browns worked together to create a beautiful and memorable wedding. A few years later, Danny and Sarah were blessed with a child, and once again the Brown family came together. They spent countless hours creating a beautiful nursery filled with plants and greenery, just as they had in the greenhouse years ago. They taught their grandchild about gardening and the importance of family, just as they had taught Danny. As the years passed, the Browns continued to bond over their love for the outdoors, the garden, and their shared family experiences. Together they had created a lifetime of memories filled with hard work, laughter, and joy. The Brown family had grown up together and through it all had remained one, and so they would for many years to come.